Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jackson to Mr. Proxy Man who dies a lot. No, not that one, the other one. So, usually what you want to do is walk up with your minion wave to prevent the level 1 proxy. You want to walk with it as it spawns and guard it. However, because we saw Singed in the river earlier, we know he can't be between the tier 2 and tier 3. So I'm instead sitting in this position here so that I can turn the corner just out of vision and get a trade on him here. Now I misstepped a little bit. I thought he'd keep walking into the jungle. Otherwise I would have been able to walk backwards and get another 1 or 2 more autos off. But that's fine. We deny the proxy, we get a good trade. So now when Singed comes up to the minion wave here, we're going to try to go for another E trade onto him. There we go. Land the E, auto him, wait for grasp, and get 1 more auto and back off. So now we're going to walk back, get our minions here. So every time he walks up, we want to try to proc grasp on him, but also we want to try to shove the wave a bit, because Singed is pushing the wave really hard right now with his poison and his auto attacks. He's trading health to be able to shove the wave. At this point we need to respect though, because he's about to hit level 2, so we need to back off here. Now I should be backing off further here, because looking at the replay now, I realize that the Singed could actually flash fling me into the wave here, and then it becomes a bit of an awkward spot. I don't think it kills me, but it would chunk me out really hard. Maybe it's not the play for him, I don't know, but the thought is kind of scary. So Singed manages to crash the wave, but it's not a super clean crash, so he'd lose a lot of minions if he's recalled now. So we're at level 2. So we can't just Q onto Singed because he'll just fling us to disengage. However, if his fling's on cooldown, like it is now because he used it to CS a minion, we can go for a trade. He walks into our melee range here, auto W him with the grasp. So here I should just Q onto the Singed and just kill him. I have ghost advantage, and I was worried about his fling, but he didn't actually have enough mana for it. So unfortunately, I'm just bad. So here we shove out the wave and recall as fast as possible, because we need to keep a tempo advantage on this Singed. Our ultimate goal is to make sure that he never gets to run past our tower without us there being to contest him. Here I ward because I don't want to get ganked, and Singed is really good gank setup. So we're not queuing onto the Singed. We take trades on him when he melee ranges us. Bonk him with Ws. Now we're going to try for an E trade on him. And now, this is why we don't queue onto him, because when he then flings us, we can then leap on after him to secure the stun. So there I flash onto him for the last auto, but the minions had it covered anyway. So there I immediately recall, because I don't have time to shove out the wave. If I shove out the wave, Singed is going to get to lane faster than I do. So then he's going to be able to shove the wave, and then be able to use that crash to proxy. You can't ever let Singed get access to the wave and be in lane without you. You can't let him get past your tower. Otherwise he's just going to proxy and then make the lane super uninteractive. So here he's just holding the wave. Now it's really awkward to fight Singed in this scenario because he can just fling you into tower, right? So I shove these 2 first minions in here so that my melee creeps can go into his tower and push back to me faster. I'm not going to go for those minions, right? I don't want to get flung into tower. So here, the wave is going to push towards us because the wave is on his side of the lane. So his minions are going to start fighting before ours, so it's going to push towards us. But it's going to happen slowly. So here Singed uses his ultimate and then just flings us. Use my counter-strike, jump onto him here. Now he uses his ultimate to just secure the wave shove. Now I don't want him to proxy, but here he just flashes to fling me and then just books it. Now I can't chase him, he's just going to insta-kill the wave and execute himself if he has to, or probably just even run away. So what I'm going to do here is hard shove the wave, and then I'm going to shove this wave with my ultimate so that I have as much tempo as I can get to try to stop Singed's next proxy. So we're going to run back to lane here as fast as possible. See how Singed just one-shots the wave, by the way. He uses W to secure the plate here. We just jump onto him, and we're getting good damage off onto him, so we can actually go for the kill here maybe. He uses his ghost to just start shoving the wave and trying to go for a proxy. He goes into melee range, auto W. We ghost after him and just flash onto him, Q, and then finish him off. So we use our summoner advantage there to kill him on the proxy there. Now we have to recall immediately, because if we shove the next wave, then we don't shove it fast enough to be able to deny Singed the proxy if we decide to shove the wave there. So here you see we're back in lane before he can proxy. We can block him from going past the tower. So here he's just trying to kill the wave as fast as possible to try to set up the next proxy, right? This is the gameplay versus Singed pretty much. It's just constantly trying to stop the proxy. He flings us, we jump onto him here. And we can't keep chasing, he'll just outrun us because of the swifty boots he has. Here, Iron comes over with the blast cone and is actually setting up a gank. And we can actually just go on him here and manage to get the Singed for free. Really good stuff. Really nice gank by the Iron. And then we need to recall immediately. We can't go for the plate because if we do, not enough tempo. We give Singed an opening to proxy. Now we have our Divine Sunderer, so we'll be doing a lot more damage to Singed. And you see here we're in lane to contest Singed on the minion wave and thus try to deny him his proxy again. Here he just aggressively trades health to shove the wave. Now unfortunately he does get the proxy here again because he shoves the wave too hard. And now he has so much AP that the moment he touches the wave it just instantly dies. So you see he's just proxying between second and third tier. So we need to just shove this wave and then immediately recall because we can't wait for the next wave, it's way too far away. So here we're back in lane. And again, he's going to try to trade health to proxy. There I go for an E-trade because I have Divine Sunder. I'm taking such strong trades on him. And here he just pops Ghost to, again, ignore us and one-shot the wave. We try to flash on him there, but he just runs through the tower at this point, honestly, and just to go proxy somewhere. So we shove the wave here, we recall, get our Ionian boots, and at this point the lane pretty much becomes a forced, non-interactive lane, because we do so much damage to Singed, right? You guys can see we destroy him in the trades, but it doesn't matter if all he has to do is one-shot the waves, and then run through your tower and just perma-proxy. So before it gets to this point, you want to try to kill Singed as many times as you can, to try to accelerate yourself as much as you can before it turns into this forced zero interaction lane. So here Iron lands a really nice route onto the Lux, so we get a free kill here. And then I immediately run top lane to catch the wave here. And then I immediately come down into hover again because it looks like this is going to turn into a fight very soon. So I'm looking for an opening right now. And I see Caitlyn and Orianna stacked over there, so I immediately jump into their backline here. I backstep trying to bait out the Orianna ultimate, but she doesn't use it until right there, but it's fine, we finish her off, and then we get the Singed as well. Beat on the Kayn here, and now pull him back into my team while he's inside of me. And I immediately leap to the Jhin so that I do not die. And now I've done all I can. I'm really low on health. I am now going to just shove the wave and let my team, finish off the team fight. Unfortunately, it looks like we lose it. So I decide to just run down because I do not want to, get collapsed on. And then recall. Run back top lane here. So here we are in lane with the Singed again. We go for a quick trade onto him there, but that was my mistake apparently because he just flings us phase rushes and just freaking vanishes. Just runs straight through the tower again. Back down to river here. Now, we see Kayn on Herald. That means we need to play super safe because we see our team is bot side, right? So we're 1v2 on the top side of the map right now, so we need to respect that. I'm just perma-shoving the wave in here, looking for openings on the rest of the map. And here we see Dragon is spawning. So I'm very willing to just trade top tower for Dragon at this point. I want out of this lane. Here I'm hovering on the side, looking for a potential flank. Here I see Orianna's in mid lane here, so maybe I'm thinking maybe I can cut her off, isolate her and 1v1 her maybe. I'm looking to maybe catch her here on this flank, but they're collapsing on me a bit there, so I need to respect. Get shot in the head by the Caitlyn there. I see the opening on the Orianna here, I jump on her, I get exhausted, and here comes the Singed, so I flash away immediately. I don't want to get flung and I don't want to get slowed by his poison. I'm looping around the fight here to see if I can get another flank here. Jump onto the Orianna, but immediately get ulted to get peeled. Jhin flashes in, but gets dropped. Lux overextends by herself, so I jump onto her here, she immediately flashes out. And at this point we just disengage. So, fight ended pretty inconclusively, both sides taking equal losses. I want to go top lane here to try to catch that big wave, but Dragon's still up, so I'm just going to go to Dragon actually, and just go straight for another team fight here. So we shove out mid wave there to get mid prio, as you want to try to do before Dragon fights. I'm hovering in the bush here to maybe get a flank. Caitlyn drops to the Zoe and Jhin poke. So that's really good. I have a really good flank here, so I go into the Orianna. But I immediately get hit by all of their peel, so I can't continue the fight on her. But that's fine. I distracted their whole team pretty much there. And then we make a call to go do Baron. So, you know what? It seems pretty good to me. So I'll go up to the Baron call. Zoe is messing with Kayn in the jungle there. I have an E running, and Singed is coming in from around the corner, so I can just jump onto him and combo him. And we can keep beating on the Baron here. There we go, Baron secured. Now we can recall, get our resources back. So now I'm going to go top lane here to try to use this opening that Singed is dead to try to shove the wave and take the tower so that I can be free of this lane. But Orianna turns the corner here, ults us to suck us back in. So I pop my ghost immediately, Singed pops his. And I just leap out just before Singed drops his W, so thank goodness for that. And now we're back to proxy land. I go over, grab the blue buff here. And just shove the next wave here as well. Grab some honey fruit to heal up. Shove another wave here. At this point, Singed is covering again. So I see the team is pushing mid really hard. So maybe I can trade top tower for a mid play here. So we get the mid tower there. Rel finds a play onto the Orianna. I follow up onto it, finish the Orianna off. And then just back off here. Now, we got a pick and mid tower for top tower. That's perfectly fine. Now I've managed to trade top tower, and now I'm free of the lane. Now I can actually walk around the map without having to worry about losing aggressive amounts of minions. So I'm shoving out bot wave here, constantly, maintaining this lane prio, and this is also a flank angle. Because their minions don't have vision here, I can actually flank from this angle here. Rel finds a nice engage here, we follow up with the triple stun, leap after to keep chasing. I get flung away by the Singed, leap onto the Caitlyn here, land the 3-man stun, but then I get finished off. Honestly, after that Caitlyn disengaged again, I shouldn't have flashed onto them and gotten the 3-man stun. I should have got disengaged after Caitlyn flashed away there, because Kayn was diving our team, so I didn't need to dive their team. If I disengaged there, then I was basically CCing them anyway. But it's fine, we win the team fight anyway, and we get a whole bunch of objectives. We get a bunch of towers, we get a bunch of inhibitors, really good stuff. So I'm going to go top lane here, shove out the wave. We can maybe even look for a Baron play here, because Singed is bot side. Now, Orianna is here contesting me. So I'm going to just jump onto her head here. She phase rushes away, uses her ultimate to disengage. And you know what? Jack's ult for Orianna ult in the team fights, I would say is super worth. So we're going for the Baron play here. I've grabbed some honey fruit to heal up. I see Orianna's isolated, so I'm going to try to jump onto her here. Singed flings me away, but that's fine. Now, we're keeping them occupied here while super minions are pressuring their base. And they actually even lose a Nexus tower to it, so that's really good. We start Baron again, because they have to deal with those super minions. But this is looking to be a smite fight, so this is pretty scary. And Kayn manages to steal it, unfortunately. Kayn climbs the side of me, so I go into the place I can best go to put him in the most compromising position. Now, we've killed 3 of them in that fight, so now we can look to end here. So he flash E's, lands it on the Singed. I jump onto the Singe there with the flash, stun the Orianna. She manages to live, but that's fine. We can just push for the Nexus tower here. Or the Nexus, sorry. And yeah, that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.